largely people are doing that already because people want to be sustainable and environmentally friendly. I think the penny almost clicked quite quickly.
Superb. I'm here with Archie Gemmell, the Field Director for NQA. He's in charge of all the auditors. So everyone who comes out to you, Archie's the man who's made sure that they're good to go. Archie, last couple of questions. First one, the standard was amended for the climate change. All the standards, the ISO standards were amended for the new climate change question. Is your organisation affected by climate change? You know, what's the risks? How's that panning out now? Is that being fully audited as people are going around?
So when we first had that information flowed down to us, so I sat with Steve Russell. He's our global accreditation director. We looked at how we would roll that out to the auditors. So we provided some information around it. Looked at obviously the UCAS flow down, the IEF communique, coordinated all that information. We drafted a document which now sits in our management system. We provided awareness for the whole auditor team, so both full-time and associate auditor pool. We pulled out some information about how to actually apply it. So looking at it from how it flows from clause 4 through to clause 6 and maybe into the operational with the clause 8, and looked at some of the ways that it could be picked up through a management system, and then also on the back end of that with the technical review aspect as well. So making sure the right information goes into the report to show that the consideration's been made, and if they think there's no impact, that they've actually made the statement to say there's no impact with a credible justification about that as well. So
and have you monitored the feedback at all?
Yes. So part of our technical review process, we monitor where issues are picked up. So this forms part of that process, the same as any other clause within the standards. So through that we get feedback, so the feedback to the auditor directly from the reviewer. If they've not picked up the requirements, it goes in. We've got a process for then monitoring any pickup, so to speak, and we can direct that back, that then we can use that information for awareness training, or kind of be that the individual, the wider team, or even from a review perspective as well, following that back. So we've followed back the climate change aspects. Initially, maybe a little bit of pushback with people maybe not considering it. However, when you have the discussion and the intent of the new clauses through the annex, once you explain the intent of it, customers then kind of get it. I think there was maybe a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction that climate change being pushed in, why do we need to do that? It's an environmental standard type of requirement. When you kind of explain how it's flowed in through kind of Annex SL, that perspective, where the impact is and how that flows through the business and how they can realistically look at it. And largely people are doing that already because people want to be sustainable and environmentally friendly. I think the penny almost clicked quite quickly that people are picking up the requirements and showing the intent around it within kind of context of the organisation type documents, and how that then flows into the risks and that as well. So we monitor it, and largely it's been positive.